Okay, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over RUNE, a coin that's been out for a long time, but it's shown great strength out here. It's had a big rally so far, but it looks like this is going to continue. And I'm going to show you, not financial advice, where you can join in this trend, where you can ride this to, and where you can ultimately take profits, because I think this has got a long way to go. But this is not just backed by feeling like other YouTubers do. I'm going to show you a statistically backed edge that's beaten buying and holding by 88% on RUNE and turned a $1,000 investment into a huge sum on this backtested model. We know that the past doesn't ultimately equal the future, but it does rhyme. And this signal has happened again and again and just statistically beaten the market, statistically beaten buying and holding on RUNE. That allows you to take advantage of the trend, ride it for huge profits, and then sell when the momentum turns bearish. So not financial advice. Let's get into that today. First on RUNE here, you can see a lot of the tokens are on the market. So we have a total supply of 413 million. However, 334 million of these are on the market. So we don't have a highly inflationary altcoin like we have some other altcoins. Now, that is a very good sign. And look at this, the strength this is showing. You see a lot of charts like XRP, HBAR and things, and they had this 2017 pump, and then they're just dead. They're dead down here. But RUNE is showing absolute great strength right now, and it's not even the peak of the bull run right now. We are having this slight correction here in Bitcoin, but RUNE is already recovering. I want to show you guys why it looks so strong in the charts. But right now we're about $5. We are a 4x from all-time high here on RUNE. A lot of the market is extremely bearish right now, and this is exactly what you do not want to happen. You don't want to be fudded out your position at range lows. Here we have the volume profile on Bitcoin, and I know the markets run based on fear, FOMO, greed, just human emotion, and people are getting fearful and selling these range lows. However, when we reclaimed this volume profile value area low, this was where you get extremely bullish. You want to do business at the extremes of this volume profile. So this is the volume area low. We want to buy on a reclaim, and we want to look to sell or take profits at value area high. But when you get up there, if you can flip this level and look to target new all-time highs, I will certainly be doing that. And if we can catch Bitcoin on a bid down here and Bitcoin can break out here, this is also the best performing moving average for Bitcoin. If we can get above this, I am gig along in altcoins. And I think these are going to go so high, guys. So certainly not an area you want to be bearish on. If anything here, you want to look for opportunities. Right now, however, you see a lot of crypto Twitter getting chopped up because that is why we're around the point of control. You don't want to do business around point of control because this is where the most volume is being traded on the asset, and just it's going to be chop zone. You're going to get chopped in, out of position. We want to do business at the extremes, so always ignore the point of control when you're looking to take trades. Focus mainly on the extremes, reclaiming extremes or taking profits at the extreme when we get to the other side of the range. Now on RUNE, I want to show you the backtest we've quickly done here. This was just exporting all the data from Excel and seeing what was the best moving average for RUNE to buy on a close above. So this line here is a moving average we determined was best. The blue line here is the price of RUNE, and then sell when we get back down below. So here we would have made this huge profit, 900%, but then we would have sold here and then bought back in a little higher. However, we managed to ride this up again until we get back down below here. So maintaining huge profits all the way up here, another 170% there. But we're making sure we get out near the top. We're not trying to catch the pico top here because those that do are going to get burned. They're going to end up holding this all the way down. This is statistically backed data telling us, oh, the momentum's turning bearish, get out here, get back in, ride this up, get out here, and certainly has allowed us to catch these huge pumps. Now, what has happened recently is RUNE has now broken above this best performing moving average. So you want to see this moving average flatten up, eventually turn back up. And RUNE here, we want to stay above this moving average. We may dip down below and then confirm, get back up again. But then once we do, I think we'll be targeting new highs here, $10 and even higher. But I'm going to show you how we can determine our price targets based on Fibonacci numbers. So this is actually our backtest here on RUNE. And we determined the best moving average was the one you've seen on chart, the gray one. And this is the line performance. You started with $1,000, and the blue line here that's so minuscule is just buying and holding. But if I turn this back into logarithmic, you can see here that the logarithmic scale, we started at $1,000. We got all the way up to nearly, I'm not sure how high this is, but that was the peak of the bull run. So then we dumped and we managed to hold it all the way back down here. And now we're hovering above our $10 mark, around $15,000. So you made about a 15x, a 12 to 15x here on RUNE. But if you'd invested your $1,000 using this method here, you'd be at over $1 million right now. And that moving average Now here we have it. That moving average that gave you the number here is, of course, 420.69. 420 moving 69 moving average, guys. Use it. No, definitely not. The moving average here on RUNE was actually a 33-day simple moving average on RUNE. So you can see we're above that now. Let's get into the chart in a little more detail. So you can see here, this has led to some huge pumps in the past, even recently. These are recent times, these recent pumps, 100%. This one, yeah, geez, off the screen, but about 250%. So we want to see this moving average moving up so slightly. I've been scaling into position here just in case this takes off, because Bitcoin, you don't know right now. You don't know if this is going to absolutely pump or if it's going to dump. And those that are telling you that, yeah, it's dumping, it's pumping, they have no idea. They're clueless. But you can use a statistically backed edge to help you determine, oh, this was statistically profitable doing this in the past, so let's use that to our advantage. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Removing the moving average on RUNE, here we have obviously this huge breakout. And this is a 1,000-day breakout. We can see we had this false breakout here, came back down, reclaimed. But now we're above this volume area high. We're slightly below it. So if we can close above here, close above the 2022 yearly open, I think this absolutely runs. So huge breakout here. Looks like we're just peaking above. So I want to see a closure above this $6.10, and I am longing this to the gills. I'm already slightly positioned, but extremely bullish. We have a lot of support in amongst this region. So this here, I will be looking to close this position on a close below the yearly open on a daily at like $5.20. But if we can get above here, I'm going to show you my price targets and how high I think this can go. So obviously we have our price targets of $21, the previous all-time high. But in a bull run, RUNE obviously has a strong use case. We can look to use Fibonacci numbers. We know that statistically, when we retrace and we break above the 23, we're going to make a move towards the 50% of the fib, which we exactly do here. So we break above the 236 on the weekly, and we make our way to the 0.5 of the fib. Stall dead on that. So people that say fibs, oh yeah, they don't work, they're just not true. We can make our way right back down, Pico touch the 236 again, and then we rally off. We make our way up to the 786, but we stall back here dead on the 618. So we stall on the 618. Now we're breaking above the 382. So once we can get back above the 50 here, I think we're going to make a run for these highs. And we have our targets here, the fib extensions, the 1618 lines up with previous all-time high. But the fib extensions off that are going to be $30, coming in at $40 on the 3-spot 236 fib extension here. So can RUNE go that high? If it did, how high would that be? 600% move, so huge growth on RUNE. But we're not going to be buying and holding hopefully here. We're going to be using the backtested statistical edge to our advantage, get out when the momentum's bullish, get out when the momentum's bearish, and really lock in the profits and look for what the next altcoin is, what the next narrative is, and play those to our strength, because that's how you win in this game. You don't just buy, yes, you can buy one altcoin and just hold it and then, hold it for the bull run and then just hope you sell the top. But the more likelihood is follow a channel that's backtesting these, telling you what's bullish right now, what we're looking at right now, the momentum's here, and then look to sell when the momentum turns bearish and rotate those profits into other altcoins that are running right now. You've seen Pepe, Bonk, a lot of these meme coins running right now, so that's where our focus is as well. When the meme coin narrative is dead, we're going to look to play AI, we're going to look to play gaming, whatever is running right now. Don't just be stuck hoping for the next run. Just play the strong alts. Like and subscribe, guys, because we're going to bring these to you daily. Let me know what you're looking at. Cheers, guys.